何これ。
Konnichiwa everyone, I'm at Yokohama Station and today we're going on a trip using these tickets. We're going to Kyushu, probably. My name is Hana and this is Whatchuhanado, Japan train travel, day 1. Whatchuhanado when they come for you. So what are these tickets that we're using? In Japanese, it's called Seishun 18 Kippu, which translates to Youthful 18 ticket. Why is it named that? I don't know. But what I do know is that it can be used by tourists and also Japanese and foreign residents of Japan. It's only available to use 3 times a year during spring, summer, and winter, and it's only valid on local and rapid trains operated by Japan Railways. So unfortunately, you can't use this ticket to go on a Shinkansen or bullet train. The ticket costs 12,050 yen per person, which is about 2,410 yen per day, since you can use this ticket for 5 days, either in a row or not. You can choose to use this ticket 5 different days, as long as it's within the given schedule. We plan to use these tickets for 5 days straight, and planned on going from Tokyo to Nagasaki with Yokohama as our starting point. Whoa, that seems far, right? It was. The distance between Yokohama and Nagasaki is around 947 kilometers. Let me give you a short breakdown. It takes 8 to 9 hours by Shinkansen, 2 hours and 15 minutes via airplane, and around 20 hours if you take the bus. So yeah, it's pretty far and expensive. But spoiler alert, we were able to get there. We weren't sure where we would be at the end of every single day, but we knew we wanted to get to Nagasaki by day 5. We took local trains, so we were able to go down so many different stations, enjoyed a lot of different parts of Japan, and of course, soaked in the view. I will put a couple of links in the description box down below so you can get a more in-depth look at how these tickets work. Now on to the trip! After traveling for a little over an hour and a half, we finally got to our first stop of the day. Numazu! Numazu is a city in Shizuoka Prefecture. It is an industrial city, and its port is a major center of Shizuoka's commercial fishing industry. The harbor has a ton of seafood restaurants and an anti-tsunami barrier, which I will get into later. But first, we love food, so of course the first thing we're gonna do is eat breakfast. Numazu would naturally have a lot of seafood restaurants, so that's perfect for me because I love sashimi and seafood in general, so yay! Gonna look for something that's open. It's currently 7 o'clock in the morning, so maybe some sort of seafood tempura or a sashimi rice bowl or something like that. Breakfast at Uogashi Maruten Uogashi Ten. Ooh, mouthful. We're choosing to eat here because we thought this might be interesting. I have no idea what this is. It's like a tempura rice bowl, but I don't know why it's so high. Really curious about that. And they also have a lot of different seafood options. My kind of place. Let's go in. Check this out. Oh my gosh, tempura tower. Look at it compared to my face. This is how massive it is. What? We ordered this, and we have tekamaki don, which I really love as well. And we have chutoro, so this fatty tuna sushi. And it comes with miso soup as well. I'm so excited. This is amazing for breakfast. This is a dream for me. So we were advised to bring it to Sideway before we eat it. How do I even... Look at it inside. Some sauce. You would think that it's oily, but it's actually it's really not that oily, and it's so flavorful. The fatty tuna, you know? I'm in heaven. So good. Absolutely delicious. Aged tuna. Absolutely delicious. Rice also cooked to perfection. Guys, this whole meal, 10 out of 10. You guys, I cannot stress enough how good the food is in this restaurant. If I came to Numazu just for this, it would be worth it. I'm a save the best for last girl, so I had to save this for last. My last bite, guys. So sad. Melts in your mouth. Amazing. Okay, now that we're extremely full and we absolutely need to walk this off, we're gonna go to Senbon Matsubara, which means 1,000 pine trees. We're now at Senbon Matsubara, but since the winds are insane right now, I'm gonna give it over to voiceover Hana. Take it away, voiceover Hana! Senbon Matsubara is the anti-tsunami barrier I was talking about earlier. Though the name suggests only 1,000, I believe there are tens of thousands of pine trees along this 10-kilometer shore of Suruga Bay. These trees were planted here to protect the city against the wind and the tide, but it has now become a very stunning scenic spot. Thank you for planting the trees! On a good day, you can see Mount Fuji from between the trees. And check this out. The trees have bent sideways because of the strong winds. They're definitely protecting the city. Isn't this really cool? Why so angry, Aquaman? I'm not the biggest fan of anime, but Numazu is well known for being one of the settings of an anime called Love Live or Live Love. Live Love. So a lot of people actually do some sort of pilgrimage to Numazu because a lot of the places in Numazu were used in scenes in this anime. There was still a lot more to see in Numazu, but we had to get going. We had to reach Nagasaki within 5 days, so we just chose to eat breakfast, see the shore, and walk in the area around the station. It gave off a very retro vibe. After about 2 hours in Numazu, we headed for our next stop, Hamamatsu. We had to get off at Okita Station, and then now we changed trains to get to Hamamatsu. We were supposed to get off this station and look around for a view of Mount Fuji, but because of a typhoon, we won't really be able to see anything. So we decided to go straight to Hamamatsu. After about 2 hours, we're now in Hamamatsu Station. We're still in Shizuoka, but Hamamatsu is considered one of Japan's biggest manufacturing hubs. So Hamamatsu is actually the birthplace of Yamaha and Kawai. If you ever heard of like the pianos, Kawai, and Yamaha's pianos as well, and motorcycles and all of that. This is the birthplace of it. And Hamamatsu is the second largest city in Shizuoka, next to Shizuoka City. It's a musical city because this is the birthplace of two really, really big instrument brands. Piano Man. Even one of its bigger buildings, Act Tower, resembles a harmonica, which is really, really cool. Let me show you. We actually went to the Hamamatsu Museum of Musical Instruments, but we were unfortunately not allowed to film inside or post any photos on any platform. They have a ton of instruments from all over the world and have collections of old instruments to newer ones. So if you love instruments and its history, I highly recommend that museum. After Hamamatsu, we're going to go to Bentenjima, only 3 stops away from Hamamatsu Station, where the entrance to Lake Hamana is, which is known for its eels. So if you like unagi, that's the place to go. Third stop for the day, Bentenjima. We're now at Bentenjima. The winds are howling. I'm not sure how it's gonna turn out, but we'll see. Okay, this feels really strange. Coming from Hamamatsu, where it gets massive, it's a massive city. Now it's like almost nothing here. Feels like I'm in a totally different place and not in the same prefecture at all. Oh my goodness, the wind! It's crazy, it's so hard to walk. One of the main reasons we came to Bentenjima is because of this certain tori, like red tori. It's absolutely stunning. It's in the lake itself, in the middle of the lake itself. It's massive, so it's really cool, but the winds are so strong. We're just gonna do a short video here and then we're gonna head out, because typhoon incoming and near a body of water is never good. It's a little crab! Ooh, hello crab! Ooh, Namjoon gonna look for you. So does that sign mean we can't swim in this lake? Yeah? Oh! So people can swim here if they want to? Oh, you can dig! Dig for clams and stuff? Oh! Wow. I feel beautiful right now. On a better day, it would have been nice to be able to rent a bike, because they do have rent a cycle here. And you can cycle around the lake. Actually, look you guys, there's so many things you can do here around Bentenjima. There's hot springs, there's camping. You can see so much here. House of Nadeshiko's grandmother. I'm guessing that has something to do with Love Live or something. This is actually really good. This is called unagi pie. Super good. It sort of tastes like a sweeter version of our otap in the Philippines. Yum yum. After spending about 30 minutes or less in Bentenjima because the weather wasn't being friendly, we were off to our second to the last stop for the day. Our countryside! Guys, check this out. There are 4 of you. You can do this. Nagoya! We finally made it to Nagoya after an hour and a half. Nagoya is the largest city in the Chubu region and is the 3rd most populous urban area in Japan with a population of around 2.3 million people. It also has the best transport network in the nation, especially since it is the industrial and transport center of Japan. One of its most famous landmarks is Nagoya Castle, so that's where we went to first. We're on our way to Nagoya Castle, and this area is so quaint. It's filled with momiji trees, so I can imagine how beautiful this will look during autumn, during fall season. This one's kind of turning already, but it's too early man. It's also nice because the area is lined with all these like small cafes and restaurants. I'm pretty sure people flock to this area if it weren't for this awful pandemic that's still ongoing. Really sorry about my messy hair, but the day has been a little bit insane. I still have sand for my hair from Bentenjima, but anyway, you guys will be okay with this, right? Nagoya Castle was built by Ieyasu Tokugawa, considered one of the most powerful shoguns in Japan, and the most famous actually. This castle was built during the Edo period. A lot of it was ruined during some air bombings, but a lot of it has been restored. Although right now, the main keep is going to be torn down in 2023 to be remade because it's not sufficient or safe from earthquakes anymore. I think going inside the castle is already closed because it's already currently 5:20. So we're just gonna go around the castle grounds and check it out. This is cool. We actually didn't know, but there's like this omatsuri, this little festival going on near the castle, actually inside the castle grounds. Japan holds a lot of summer festivals. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't done any research on why there are a lot of summer festivals, but I'm guessing it's, I don't know, to cope with the heat and the humidity here during the summers. Oh my goodness. You guys remember the shiny goldfish on top of the castle? This is how big it really is. Here, I'll give you Hana for scale. My whole body for scale. We had a lot of fun at Nagoya Castle, but we had to get a move on. We are now at Sakaya Station, which is considered a shopping district very much like as Shibuya is to Tokyo. Sakaya is to Nagoya. So it's where the young people gather. Well, not just young people, but also young ones, young people. But it's really, really cool around this area. It's a different kind of city vibe compared to what I'm used to in Tokyo. So you can also see Nagoya Tower, and right now I'm at this place called Spaceship Aqua. So from downstairs it looks really gnarly because when you look up, it's all just water and you can see feet, like shadows of feet walking around this little Spaceship Aqua that they call. And it's actually pretty nifty. It's sort of like a viewing deck. I'm too tiny, so fortunately this is until where my head is, but if you're a lot taller you can see a lot of the city from where I am right now. Oh, here, look, a window for small people like me. After the lovely visit to Nagoya Castle and to Sakaya Station, it started to get pretty late, so we had to start making our way to our last stop, which was around 2 hours away. The day was long, but definitely awesome. At this point, I wanted so badly to just rest, but I was also excited for day 2. Our last stop for today was Kyoto! I can't believe it. Just this morning, we were in Tokyo and now we're in Kyoto, all for 2,000 something yen. Japanese transportation is absolutely amazing. So this is our last stop for today, and this is where we stay for the night, and we're going to go around tomorrow morning. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, click like down below, and if you want to see more content about Japan, you know what to do. So until next time, Janet, and see you in day 2. On day 2, watch me get scared of some deer. Enjoy some good food. I think I burned my tongue. And burn my tongue. See you then!